continue to tackle workers' compensation in this week's Know Your Rights segment. And today, Catherine Stone from Barbas Law is here to tell us if your employer can make you use your PTO, your paid time off, vacation or sick time, instead of getting paid.
Right.
This seems like a big debate that you must be seeing a lot here, right?
I actually have a couple of clients going through this situation right now where they have sustained a work-related accident. It's been accepted as compensable, which means the workers' compensation has said, yes, you were injured on the job. Yes, you have injuries that are related to this. Yes, we're providing medical care. And the doctors have given them restrictions. And their employer says, sorry, we can't accommodate those restrictions. So they're entitled to benefits, whether it be temporary total or temporary partial disability benefits. In a couple of situations with employers that really don't have a lot of workers' comp claims, or maybe, you know, things are just, they don't understand the system, the employers are going to the clients and saying, well, I'm just going to, instead of you either reporting this to workers' comp, or instead of workers' comp paying you, you've got all this PTO and vacation and sick time. So we'll pay you out that way. That's one way you can do it, but you don't technically have to accept that. You can say, no, that's a separate, completely different issue. Workers' comp owes me, so workers' comp needs to pay me. And then at the end, if workers' comp comes in and pays you, well, that's a whole nother situation where we then have to go back and either the employer has to reinstate that paid time off and sick vacation time off, because a lot of times people will want that back, but they've been paid out for it. So it's definitely, what I tell clients is if your employer ever approaches you about using your vacation and sick time or your PTO instead of workers' compensation, then you really need to consult with someone about that, because not every scenario can you be forced to do that. Now, there are some employers who mandate and say, we're going to continue to pay you 2 weeks' salary in lieu of you receiving workers' compensation. That's okay. That's not the same thing as utilizing your paid time off or vacation and sick time. So if your employer voluntarily continues to pay your wages or your salary or whatever it may be, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you've got accrued vacation and sick time, and they want you to utilize that. Now, on the flip side, if you have to go to doctor's appointments, they can make you use your vacation and sick time or PTO time to go to doctor's appointments if you schedule those appointments during business hours or your regular hours that you would work. Because I get that question a lot too. Why are they making me use my vacation and sick time? Well, you could utilize not to, but then you may jeopardize your employment status. So it's a very slippery slope. It's not always the same answer for each client. It's not always the same answer with each employer. It's always good, though, before you agree to do anything, is talk to somebody who can sit down and look at what's the best scenario and what's the best situation for you to give you advice. And
I will say that's like the perfect reason that we call these segments Know Your Rights. Know your rights in this example and any other example. If you do have questions about this, feel free to give them a call, 1-800-BARBAS-LAW, or go to barbaslaw.com/knowyourrights. Catherine, as always, we appreciate your time.